ಹಲೋ ನನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ SSLC ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಲೆಸನ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಅಸೆಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಅನುಗುಣವಾಗಿ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ 2 ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಬೈ ದ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಮರ್ಸಿ ಆಫ್ SSLC ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್. ಒಂದು ಹಿಂದಿನ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಯೂನಿಟ್ 1 ಮೇಲೆ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾದ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಯೂನಿಟ್ 2 ಮೇಲೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸನ್ನು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳಿಗೂ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾದ ಉತ್ತರವನ್ನು ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಲುಕ್ ಎಟ್ ದ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ದೆನ್. Choose the appropriate question tag and fill in the blanks. He could play. If the given sentence is positive, let us therefore we have to go for the negative tag, that is option C, couldn't he anta. And next question is, I cannot do it, as it is the given sentence is negative and we have to go for the positive tag. Therefore can I is the right answer. And next, read the conversation and fill in the blanks with the correct if clause choosing from the given alternatives ಅಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸನ್ನು ಇಟಾಲಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಅದರ ಒಂದು ಇಫ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ಸರಿಯಾದಂಥ ಇಫ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ದ ಹೆಲ್ಪಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಬ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಫ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲಿ ಐ ವುಡಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬ್ರೋಕನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸರಿಯಾದಂಥ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಿ, ವುಡಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅಂತ. And let's move on to the next example, that is okay, here if I had told me earlier, if you had told me earlier I would have joined you. Again here the right one is option A, that is would have. And let's move on to the next main, that is read the conversation and choose the correct infinitive anta kelidare. Roma Talreji jammed between other women was trying to find some space. As we all know that infinitives are nothing but the preposition plus verb. Okay, here to find is the correct infinitive, that is option C is the correct one. And Baleshwar was trying to hold the blood covered woman. Here again to hold is the right answer, therefore option C is the right one. And let's move on to the next main, that is read the conversation and choose the correct language function of the underlined sentences anta kelidare. And take the girl to Airoli, there is a hospital there. Here the underlined language function of the sentence is giving suggestion. Okay, then let's move on to the next example, that is Baleshwar said to Roma, or asked Roma, how are you? Okay, then Roma replied, feeling better now, thank you for saving my life. Here the language function of the underlined sentence is that's expressing gratitude. Okay, then Shalini, hi Roma, how are you? We are sorry to hear about the accident. Here the language function of the underlined sentence is showing sympathy. Okay, and let's move on to the one more example. As Baleshwar says that I feel it's our duty to help others in need. I really feel sorry about the accident. Again here Baleshwar is expressing, means is showing his sympathy towards the incident anta. And Rom, I am fine and it was all God's grace that I survived. Okay, here the language function of the underlined sentence is expressing gratitude to the God. And next one, do as directed anta ide, fill in the blanks with the appropriate form of the verb given in brackets anta kelidare. Each of the boys has done his homework anta agbeku. Each of the boys, it indicates the singular one, so has is the right answer. And let's time and tide never wait for none. Why? Because time and tide is considered as a plural subject, therefore it is followed by the wait ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು. And neither the motorists nor the pedestrians were ready to help Baleshwar anta. Okay, and we all know that subject verb agreement tara, pedestrian is a plural, therefore it is followed by the verb. Baleshwar runs back to the place where Roma had fallen. Here Baleshwar runs back. Okay, runs, as it is Baleshwar is a third person singular, so it is followed by and, moreover it is in present tense, So we need to add yes for the verb. And Baleshwar Mishra has a very different story. Means, okay, again a singular one followed by has. And Baleshwar disagreed to take Roma to Airoli as it was 10 kilometers away from the present place. Okay, was is the right one. And according to Baleshwar, the people of Mumbai are afraid of getting trapped in the courts or with the police. Okay, so the right one is are anta. And the tempo truck driver helps Baleshwar to take Roma to the hospital anta. Here the right verb is helps, as it indicates the present tense, and the tempo truck driver is third person singular, so hagagi helps anta agutte. And fill in the blank with the appropriate preposition. 10 minutes later they arrived at a small hospital anta. Here it is used for specific places, so here the appropriate preposition is at. And let's move on to the next one. Baleshwar was a lanky youngster dash Mirzapur anta kelidare. So it's here the right answer is from Mirzapur. We have to, it shows the origin of the place where he has come from anta. ಅವನು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಥಳದ ಕುರಿತು ಹೇಳುವಂಥದ್ದು. So therefore we need to use there from. And fill in the blank with a suitable linker, means conjunctions anta. I argued with him that it was useless. Okay, but is the correct suitable conjunction is here. Why? Because when we talk about the contrasting ideas, okay, so during those situations we can use but. Then Baleshwar was a youngster who saved Roma anta. Okay, who links the subject to a clause. Therefore we need to use there who anta. Then let's move on to the next one, that is fill in the blanks choosing the appropriate words given in brackets. Means homophones ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸರಿಯಾದ ಹೋಮೋಫೋನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಲಾಂಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. Come here and get the sweets, means he come here. HERE here ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು it indicates the place, and one more here means that sound anta. And the dash shore is full of tourists, as it's natural that the sea shore is full of tourists anta. SEAC, okay, ocean. That SEEC means look anta, to look. Then combine the word in column A with its collocative word in column B. Collocative words ide, that's hang around. The hang word naturally pairs with the around, so it is called as collocative word. And let's move on to the next example, that is call center. Knocked senseless, okay, heart hammering chest, then burst of pain, and treading water, lose hope, wrap up the day, blood to death, okay, and take a look. So this is how the words they match with their respected words. Then let's move on to the next one, that is give one word for the following. Moved unsteadily means lurched anta. Okay, and the man that woman is engaged to, fiance. Okay, and next one who travels to workplace daily is called as a commuter anta. And a quick sudden clutch or attempt to seize means snatch anta. Then push someone roughly means that is show. Okay, and manage to get into or through a narrow or restricted space, squeeze. Okay, Roma Talreja somehow squeeze to manage as to stand in front of the train's door. Okay, and quickly see something in a rude or a eager way, that is again snatch. And run or travel somewhere in a great hurry, rush. Okay, and main 11, that is write the number of syllables for each of the following words. Okay, even telling different story they have given, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಸಿಲೆಬಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ಸಿ E1 2 telling 2 different 3 syllables story 2 syllables and second part ಅಲ್ಲಿ over 2 very 1 road 1 gingerly 3 okay and write the correct form of the word given in brackets okay Baleshwar pulled the train red emergency chain ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಮರ್ಜ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಎಮರ್ಜೆನ್ಸಿ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ನೌನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು and the dash decided to give bonus to the employees the management decided to give bonus to the employees here manage becomes management and it becomes the noun and let's move on to the next one that is frame a question to get the underlined word as answer okay the dog was crying for food okay ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಲೈನ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ವರ್ಡು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರಬೇಕು ಆ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಯನ್ನು ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಡಾಗ್ ಕ್ರೈಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಂತ ಶೀಲಾ ಗಾಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಬೈ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಓಕೆ ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಡಿಡ್ ಶೀಲಾ ಗೆಟ್ ಬೈ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಓಕೆ ಶೀಲಾ ಗಾಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಬೈ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ hard then change the following sentences into passive voice okay Baleshwar saved Roma a given sentence is in simple past tense therefore Roma was saved by Baleshwar anta and Gopi is preparing tea ಇಲ್ಲಿ present continuous tense ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ tea is being prepared by Gopi ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ then change the following sentences into other degrees of comparison ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ Baleshwar was quicker than any other commuter in the train ಅಂತ ಇದೆ okay here the given sentence is in comparative degree ನಲ್ಲಿದೆ positive and superlative ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ let's look at the positive degree then no matter no other commuter in the train was as quick as Baleshwar anta and if you look at the positive degree superlative degree Baleshwar was the quickest commuter in the train. The second one, the truck driver was the most helpful man. Superlative nallide positive and comparative ಮಾಡಬೇಕು and comparative degree the truck driver was more helpful than any other man and no other man was as helpful as the truck driver. Then change the following sentences into reported speech ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ Baleshwar said my sister is injured okay Baleshwar said that his sister was injured and Baleshwar said to Dinesh your sister Roma has fallen off a train use a reported verb with informed ಅಂತ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ so Baleshwar informed Dinesh that his sister had fallen off a train ಅಂತ and the following paragraph has 2 errors edit the paragraph and rewrite it in the answer booklet clues are given below okay her hands reached to the steel railing above so finding only air Roma was thrown out of the coach ಇಲ್ಲಿ preposition to be corrected anta kelidare so therefore the first one preposition to be used is her hands reached for the steel rail ಇಲ್ಲಿ to the ಬಂದಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ far ಆಗಬೇಕು okay that preposition to be corrected to place ಅಲ್ಲಿ far ಬರಬೇಕು and conjunction to be corrected ಅಂತ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ so finding only air ಅಂತ ಇದೆ okay but finding only air ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅದು okay so but finding only air these are the 2 errors to be corrected and let's move on to the next one Baleshwar went and grabbed the chain's red emergency chain and pulled it down frantic ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ adverbial mistake to be corrected ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ first one so adverbial mistake is that is frantic ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು frantically ಆಗಬೇಕು okay and the second one is spelling mistake to be corrected ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ emergency ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು spelling mistake ಇದೆ so we need to correct it okay then let's move on to the next one answer the following questions in 2 or 3 sentences each what was regular about the scene in the most populated metropolis in India the crowd The rush, the people pushing and boarding the train were regular scenes in Mumbai and the most populated metropolis in India. And having boarded the train, what was Roma looking forward to? Roma was looking forward to relaxing after a tiring day. She was on her way home and wanted to find a little space in the crowded train. And why did Roma panic? Panic means ಯಾಕೆ ಗಾಬರಿಯಾದ್ಲು ಅಥವಾ ಭಯಪಟ್ಲು ಅಂತ. Okay, Roma panicked because she lost her balance and slipped, and no one was helping her in the overcrowded train. She realized she was about to fall off the train. Why had Roma fallen by the tracks? This question was asked in 2018. Okay, and Roma fell by the tracks as she lost her grip and could not find anything to hold on to in the overcrowded compartment. So she fell off the moving train. Why do you think Baleshwar jumped off the moving train? Baleshwar jumped off the train to help Roma, who had fallen and was lying unconscious on the tracks. He did so out of compassion and a strong sense of responsibility. And Baleshwar jumped off the slow moving train and risked his life to save a stranger. What does it reveal? Baleshwar's brave act reveals about his courage, selflessness, and humanity. It shows that even in a busy world, there are people who risk their lives to help others. Why was there no help in sight when Baleshwar found Roma by the tracks? There was no help in sight because people were either afraid of getting involved or were indifferent to what had happened. And why wasn't there any response from Roma when Baleshwar asked Roma, Behenji, ab theek hai? Roma did not respond because she was unconscious and severely injured after falling from the train. How did the tempo truck driver help Baleshwar? This question was asked in April 2018. See, the tempo truck driver agreed to take Roma and Baleshwar to the hospital without hesitation. His timely help ensured that Roma received medical attention quickly. Why couldn't Baleshwar thank the tempo truck driver? Baleshwar couldn't thank the tempo truck driver because the driver left quickly after dropping them at the hospital, and he didn't even wait for thanks, showing selfless service. Why did Baleshwar not agree to take Roma to Airoli? Baleshwar did not agree to take Roma to Airoli because it was 10 kilometers away from that present place, and he knew a nearer hospital and wanted to save time and get immediate help. Write briefly the personal details of Baleshwar. See, Baleshwar Mishra was a 20-year-old youth from Mirzapur, Uttar Pradesh, and he was working in Mumbai and was traveling to Kurla to meet his brother and his friend when he witnessed the accident. Write the personal details of Roma Talreja. Roma Talreja was a 21-year-old call center employee in Mumbai, and she had a busy life and used to travel by train daily. She was the girl who fell off the moving train. How can you say that Baleshwar had good memory? See, Baleshwar had a very good memory because he quickly recalled the nearest hospital from the accident site, and he also memorized the phone number of Roma's brother when he was not having any pen and paper at the time. Okay, so we can say that he had a very good memory. And why were the people of Mumbai afraid according to Baleshwar? See, according to Baleshwar, the people of Mumbai were afraid of getting involved in the police or legal problems, or this fear prevented them from helping Roma. Or else you can write, nobody volunteered to help Roma because they were either scared of legal complications or had become indifferent to such incidents due to city life pressures. Why did the doctor at the Divine Multi-Speciality Hospital admit Roma without any formalities? Because the doctor admitted Roma without any formalities because he recognized the urgency of her condition and he acted swiftly, means very quickly, to save her life, placing humanity above all procedures. Why did Baleshwar revisit the spot where Roma had fallen? See, Roma's brother Dinesh had told him that her cell phone and handbag were missing. Baleshwar revisited the spot where Roma had fallen. With the help of a railway employee, he was able to recover some of her belongings. What values can we learn from the lesson There is a Girl by the Tracks? The lesson teaches us values like compassion, courage, kindness, humanity, and responsibility. It shows how a single act of bravery and empathy can save a life and inspire society. Answer the following questions in about 6 to 8 sentences. Then how do you say that Baleshwar was kind enough to save Roma's life? Baleshwar was traveling by the train when he saw Roma fall off. Without any hesitation, he jumped off the moving train, risking his own life. He searched for her, found her unconscious, and pleaded for help. Despite people's reluctance, he persisted and found a tempo truck driver who agreed to help him. And he took her to the nearest hospital and even went back to collect her belongings. All his efforts were selfless, then proving his kindness and humanity. Describe the role played by the tempo truck driver in saving Roma's life. The tempo truck driver was approached by Baleshwar to take Roma to the hospital. Without asking questions or expecting a reward, he agreed to help. He drove quickly and carefully to Divine Multi-Speciality Hospital and he left silently after dropping them, not even waiting for thanks. His timely and silent help was crucial in saving Roma's life. Why was Roma grateful to Baleshwar? Roma was grateful to Baleshwar because he saved her life when no one else came forward to help her. He jumped off a moving train, searched for her, and took her to the hospital and even brought back her belongings. His compassion and courage deeply moved her. How did Baleshwar manage to take the girl to Divine Multi-Speciality Hospital? After finding Roma unconscious, Baleshwar ran in search of help, and though many refused, a tempo truck driver agreed to help. Baleshwar guided the driver to the nearest hospital he could remember, Divine Multi-Speciality Hospital, and there the doctor admitted Roma without any delay or without any paperwork, and she received the necessary treatment immediately. And read the following extracts and answer the questions that follow. There is a girl by the track. Who said the above words? Who does the word girl refer to? When was this said? Okay. Baleshwar said these words and the girl refers to Roma Talreja, and he said this after when he saw Roma lying unconscious by the railway track. Let's go and help her. Who is the speaker of the above words? Baleshwar Mishra. Who does her refer to? That refers to Roma Talreja. And why did they want to help her? Because he wanted to help her because she was lying injured by the tracks. I hope I am not too late. Who said the above words? Baleshwar said the above words. When did the speaker say so? When he reached Roma by the tracks. And what was he not too late for? Means he feared he might be too late to save her life. Behenji ab theek hai? Who said the above words? Baleshwar said the above words. Who does Behenji refer to? It refers to Roma Talreja. Was there any response from her? Why? No, there was no response at all. Why? Because she was unconscious. Please help me take her to a hospital. This question was asked in 2019 April, and the above question is also asked 2022 April. So name the speaker of the above lines. Of course it is Baleshwar. Who did he request to help him? And he requested to the motorist who drove by. And what was the response? The response was no one stopped and volunteered to help Baleshwar. But all he could think of was saving a stranger's life. Who does he refer to? It's Baleshwar. Who was the stranger? Roma Talreja. What had happened to the stranger? Because she met with an accident. She had fallen from the train and was injured. Take the girl to Airoli. Who said the above words? The traffic police who was there at that time. And then who did he give this suggestion to? He suggested or he gave this suggestion to Baleshwar. Okay. Then why did he say so? He said so because there was a hospital in Airoli and he believed that Roma could be taken there for treatment. There is a closer place I know of. This question is asked in April 2016. Who is the speaker of the above statement? Baleshwar Mishra. Why did he choose that place? Because it was closer than Airoli, and Airoli it was 10 kilometers away from that. So, and Roma needed the immediate and urgent medical help. What happened after going to that place? After going to that place, Roma was admitted without any delay and received immediate treatment. Means the first aid one. Whom can I call? He asked quickly, fearing that she would black out once more. Who does I refer to? Here I refers to Baleshwar. What did the listener answer? The listener gave her brother's mobile number to call. And what do you mean by the word blackout here? Blackout means again to lose consciousness anta, or blackout means unconscious anta. Chacha, can I borrow your mobile? This question was asked in June 2016. Who made this request? Baleshwar made this request. Who does Chacha refer to? It refers to Gujarati tempo truck driver. Why did he ask for the mobile? He asked the mobile to contact Roma's family or to call Roma's brother Dinesh. And I think it's astonishing that a stranger would jump off a train and risk his life for me. This question was asked in 2022 June. Who does I refer to? Means that is Roma Talreja. Who was a stranger to the speaker? That Baleshwar Mishra. And how did the stranger help the speaker? The stranger jumped off a moving train, found Roma and took her to the hospital and saved her life. I am new to Mumbai, but I have noticed that people here are afraid. This question was asked in March 2023. Who made this statement? Baleshwar made this statement. When did the speaker notice this? And he noticed this after Roma's accident, when no one came forward to help Baleshwar. According to the speaker, why were the people of Mumbai afraid? According to him, people were afraid of getting involved in police or the legal matters in the court. I am new to Mumbai, but I have noticed that the people here are afraid. Again, this question was asked in 2017. Who was new to Mumbai? Baleshwar was new to Mumbai. Why did he come to Mumbai? And he came to Mumbai for work and to meet his brother. And what made him feel that the people of Mumbai were afraid? He felt people were afraid because no one helped Roma after her accident, possibly due to the fear of police involvement and legal matters to be asked in the court. Given below is a profile. Write a paragraph using the clues given below. Here they have given some details about Roma Talreja, 21 years, then height, weight, education, job, state. Okay, then if you write this in paragraph, it becomes Roma Talreja is a 21-year-old young woman from Maharashtra, and she is 5 feet 2 inches tall and weighs about 50 kilos. She has completed a BCom degree and works as a call center executive. She travels regularly by train as a part of her daily routine in Mumbai. And one more information is given about Mr. Baleshwar Mishra, 20 years, high school dropout, and height and weight they have given. Job still searching, and state Mirzapur, Uttar Pradesh, hobbies watching movies. A reason for popularity, saved Roma's life. Mr. Baleshwar Mishra is a 20-year-old youth from Mirzapur, Uttar Pradesh, and is a lanky youngster who is a high school dropout and still searching for a job. And he enjoys watching movies in his free time, and he became popular and admired by many after he saved Roma's life by risking his own life. And develop the story using the clues given below. Two notorious thieves and on the lookout for prey, consider themselves very clever. Okay, here they have given the clue. Based on these clues, we can develop the story like this. Just it's a model. Even you can rewrite, construct and develop the story in a very interesting way. ಇದು ಕೇವಲ ಒಂದು model ಮಾತ್ರ. Two notorious thieves roamed the streets at night, always on the lookout for a wealthy prey. They considered themselves clever and invincible, having escaped the law many times before. One evening, while passing through a quiet neighborhood, they noticed a grand house with its gate slightly open. Sensing an opportunity, they tiptoed in and carefully made their way into the main hall. And to their surprise and delight, they found the safe wide open. "What luck!" whispered one of them, and his eyes gleaming. Without wasting a second, they began to pile up everything: gold ornaments, silverware, bundles of cash into their bags. They were thrilled at their unexpected fortune and chuckled at the carelessness of the house owner. Just as they were about to leave with their loot, the room suddenly lit up. They froze. Standing before them was a tall man holding a gun. "Going somewhere?" he asked coldly. Panic gripped at the thieves. They turned to run, but the main door had already been locked. Their cleverness had failed them. Before they could make another move, the man called the police. Within minutes, sirens were heard and the police arrived. The thieves were caught red-handed, their pride shattered. They realized too late that their supposed cleverness had walked them straight into a trap. Means, here you can add the moral. Pride comes before a fall anta. And one more picture they have given. Here the picture description. Study the picture given below and write a description or an account of what the picture suggests to you in a paragraph anta kelidare. And you can describe. The picture shows a lively village market scene where people are actively buying and selling fruits and vegetables. Several vendors are sitting behind their stalls filled with fresh products like pumpkins, tomatoes, and leafy green vegetables. Customers, including women, men, and children, are busy selecting items and talking to the sellers. The atmosphere looks cheerful and bustling with activity. In the background, we can see tall trees, small village houses with red roofs, and a river flowing calmly. This scene reflects the simplicity and beauty of rural life, where people live in harmony and depend on local markets for their daily needs. This is the model one. Even you can write by using your creative ideas and imagination. Even beautifully you can write. And let's move on to the next question, that is, read the following passage and answer the questions that follow. A balanced diet provides the body with the necessary nutrients, vitamins, and minerals to function optimally. So it includes variety of foods from all food groups such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins and healthy fats. Eating a balanced diet can help to maintain a healthy weight, support energy levels and reduce the risk of chronic diseases. A well-nourished body and mind can improve overall well-being and quality of life. Then what is one benefit of having a balanced diet ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ question. And a balanced diet provides the body with the necessary nutrients, vitamins and minerals to function optimally ಅಂತ. And next question, what types of foods should be included in a balanced diet? It includes a variety of foods from all food groups such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins and healthy fats. Okay, and one more passage they have given, it is about discipline. Just you go on reading it, and here what is discipline and why it is important, why is it important for us? Okay, here it is the practice of adhering to a set of rules or a code of conduct which helps individuals to achieve their goals and lead a more organized life. How does discipline benefit individuals in their personal as well as professional lives? Here it enables individuals to prioritize tasks, manage time effectively and develop good habits. In the workplace, discipline is crucial for meeting deadlines, following protocols and delivering quality work. And answer the following question in about 8 to 10 lines, sentences. What qualities of Baleshwar do you like the most? Or love and compassion are the true religions to me, says Dalai Lama. Justify this statement with reference to the lesson. There's a girl by the tracks. Okay, the qualities of Baleshwar that I admire the most are his courage, kindness and sense of responsibility. He showed great bravery when he jumped off a moving train to save a stranger. He did not care about his own safety or what others thought. His selfless action in helping Roma, a girl who had never met him before, proves his compassion. He tried hard to find help despite being ignored by many. His determination did not stop until he reached the hospital and ensured Roma was safe. And he even went back to the accident site to collect her belongings. Okay, and which shows his thoughtfulness. And he was new to Mumbai but acted with maturity and humanity. Baleshwar's actions prove that ordinary people can become real heroes in our society, and his qualities inspire us to be kind, brave and helpful. Okay, let's move on to the next one. That is the option is there. And the same you can write, or else the statement by Dalai Lama reflects the core message of the lesson that there's a girl by the tracks. Baleshwar, the main character, showed true love and compassion by helping Roma, a complete stranger. He risked his life by jumping off a moving train just to save her, and this act was not motivated by fame, reward or duty, but by pure human concern. He showed that love and compassion can break barriers of fear and indifference. Even when others hesitated to help, Baleshwar acted without delay. His efforts led to Roma's survival, and that made him a real hero. Okay, and this lesson teaches us that more than religion or rules, what truly matters is how we treat others with kindness and humanity. As the Dalai Lama says, love and compassion are the true religion, and Baleshwar proved it through his noble action. And write an essay on any one of the following. Here, air pollution or mobile phones anta kelidare. Let's look at air pollution. Air pollution is one of the most serious environmental issues facing the world today, and it refers to the presence of harmful gases, dust, smoke and other pollutants in the air that affect human health, animals and the environment. The major causes of air pollution are vehicle emissions, industrial smoke and burning of fossil fuels, and the use of chemical sprays. Air pollution leads to several health problems such as asthma, lung cancer and breathing difficulties. It also contributes to global warming and climate change. In cities, smog reduces visibility and affects day-to-day life. To reduce air pollution, we must use public transport, plant more trees, reduce the use of plastic, and switch to the renewable energy sources. People must be educated about the importance of keeping their air clean. The government should implement strict laws to control industrial and vehicular emissions. And in conclusion, we can say that air pollution is a threat to all living beings. It's our duty to protect the environment by adopting eco-friendly habits and working together for a cleaner, greener future. Okay, and let's move on to the next one, that is about mobile phones. As we all know that mobile phones have become an essential part of our lives. They help us stay connected, provide access to information, and offer various services like online training, banking, and entertainment. In today's digital life, is without a mobile phone seems difficult. But however, mobile phones also have disadvantages. Excess use of that cause eyesight, cause stress, and reduce the concentration. Students may get distracted from studies due to mobile games and social media. And moreover, mobile phones can lead to reduced face-to-face communication. And mobile phones must be used wisely. Okay, parents and teachers should guide students on proper usage, and mobile phones are a gift of technology, but they must be used with discipline and purpose. In conclusion, we can write mobile phones are useful tools, but misuse can lead to problems. We should use them responsibly to make life easier and better. And about writing letters. Okay, imagine you are Akash or Akshata studying in 10th standard, Government Pre-University College, Tekkate. Write a letter to your headmaster requesting him to help your friend to pay the school fees, as he or she is poor. And okay, here they have given the topics. Based on this topic, just I can give you the models. Letter to headmaster to help a poor student. Okay, first from, okay, the address is given, that we have to write. Then to the headmaster, Government Pre-University College, Tekkate, and the subject, request for helping my poor friend to pay school fees. Then salutation, you have to start with, respected sir, I'm studying in 10th standard in your esteemed institution. I would like to bring to your kind attention that my close friend is facing financial difficulties and is unable to pay the school fees. His or her parents are daily wage workers and they are finding it hard to support his or her education. So please help them. I humbly request you to kindly help my friend through the school welfare fund or recommend any scholarship facility so that he or she may continue studies without any difficulty. And thanking you in anticipation, and yours obediently, Akash or Akshata. And this is, and one more format you can see, letter to forest officer for saplings. From address that is given, you can write. Then to the forest officer, forest department, Udupi district, and subject a request for 100 saplings for environmental day, and salutation, respected sir or madam, that we have to start with. And body of the letter, I am a student of 10th in GHS Gundmi. Our school Eco Club is planning to celebrate Environmental Day on June 5th with plantation activities. We request you to kindly provide 100 saplings for this purpose, and these saplings will be planted by students and teachers within the school premises and surrounding areas. This will create awareness about the importance of trees and environmental protection. So we hope you will support this noble cause and encourage our efforts. Okay, yours thanking you, and yours faithfully, Pritam or Preeti. Okay, and one more letter that is writing regarding transfer certificate. From address, Amita Rarthi, 10th standard, Government High School, Bangalore. Okay, then to the headmaster, Government High School, Bangalore, and the subject, request for issuance of transfer certificate. Okay, then salutation, respected sir or madam, you can write. And I am a student of class 10 in your school. Due to my father's job transfer to another city, I am unable to continue my studies here. Therefore, I kindly request you to issue my transfer certificate at the earliest so that I can get admission in the new school without delay. I have cleared all dues and returned all library books. Thanking you in advance, and yours obediently, Amit or Arti. Okay, this is how you can write. Now let's move on to the poem, that's Quality of Mercy. Look at the questions which are going to be asked for 2 marks questions. Mercy is compared to gentle rain from heaven. How is this comparison apt? Here mercy is compared to gentle rain because like rain, mercy comes naturally, softly and without any force. Just as rain nourishes the earth, mercy brings peace and healing to both the giver and the receiver. And the speaker compares the power of the king with the power of mercy, saying that mercy is mightiest of the mightiest. How does he justify this? Here the speaker says that even the most powerful kings are at their greatest when they show mercy. While their scepters symbolize earthly power and fear, but mercy reflects godliness, which is higher than any human authority. And the speaker says that mercy is twice blessed. What does he mean by this? Or how do you interpret the poet's interpretation of mercy as twice blessed? Mercy is called twice blessed because it blesses both the giver and the receiver. The person who shows mercy feels noble and godlike, while the one who receives it is saved and comforted. And scepter shows the force of temporal power. In contrast, what or whose quality does mercy stand for? Here, while the scepter represents worldly authority and fear, mercy reflects the quality of God Himself. It shows the divine kindness, forgiveness, and love. The poem Quality of Mercy has 14 lines, but it is not a sonnet. Justify the statement. Though the poem has 14 lines like a sonnet, it does not follow the sonnet structure or rhyme scheme, that is Shakespearean or Petrarchan. It is actually a part of speech from Shakespeare's play, The Merchant of Venice, and is written in blank verse, not a formal sonnet. Okay, now read the following extracts and answer the questions. It droppeth as a gentle rain from heaven. Upon the place beneath it is twice blessed. What is compared to gentle rain from heaven? The mercy is compared to gentle rain from heaven, which is twice blessed. The mercy is twice blessed. Why does the speaker feel it is twice blessed? Why? Because it blesseth both the person who gives mercy and who takes it. And his scepter shows the force of temporal power, the attribute to awe and majesty. What is scepter here? Here, a scepter is a symbol of royal power or authority. How does the scepter show the temporal poet? Here, the scepter shows worldly power which commands fear and respect. In contrast, what quality does mercy stand for? In contrast, mercy stands for divine and compassionate power. Then, it's mightiest in the mightiest. Who is mighty? The king or ruler is the mighty one. How it is mighty? Mercy is mighty here because it becomes and it shows truly strength when the powerful show compassion. What did the speaker compare with power of the king? The speaker compares mercy with the king's power, saying mercy is greater than the king. It's an attribute to God Himself. What is attribute to God here? Mercy. And what is the quality of God? The quality of God is kindness, forgiveness and compassion. What does it refer to? It refers to mercy. Then it blesseth him that gives and him that takes. How does it bless the one who gives? It blesseth the giver by making them noble and godlike. How does it bless one who takes? It blesseth the receiver by offering relief or forgiveness. What does it refer to? Again, it refers to mercy. Mercy is about the sceptered sway. What is scepter? We all know that a scepter is a symbol of royal power. How is mercy above the sceptered sway? Mercy is above, it is because it reflects divine spiritual power, which is above the scepter sway. The mercy is above the sceptered sway. Okay, then write the following question in about 8 to 10 sentences. Write summary of the poem Quality of Mercy, they have asked. And the poem The Quality of Mercy is an extract from Shakespeare's play The Merchant of Venice. It speaks about the nature and importance of mercy. Mercy is described as a gentle and natural blessing, like the soft rain from heaven. It's not forced, but given freely. It is twice blessed. It blesseth both the one who gives it and one who receives it. Shakespeare says that kings and rulers may have the power and authority, symbolized by a scepter, but mercy is greater than that power. True strength lies in showing kindness. Mercy is divine and quality that belongs to God Himself. When earthly power is combined with mercy, it becomes godlike. The poet beautifully reminds us that mercy is a moral virtue that elevates both heart and soul. And identify the figures of speech in the following lines of the poem. It droppeth as a gentle rain from heaven. Here the figures of speech used is simile. Why? Because there is a comparison. Mercy is compared to the gentle rain. And it blesseth him that gives and him that takes. Here the figures of used is antithesis. We can say in contrast of ideas, giver and receiver are both blessed. That is antithesis. And the next one is, and earthly power doth then show likest gods. Here the figures of speech used is the metaphor. Earthly power combined with mercy is compared to God's power. Okay, so these are the figures of speech which are used in this poem. And let's look at the poem, that is quote from memory. This question will be fixed and it is going to be asked for 4 marks in the examination. Okay, ಇದು 4 ಅಂಕಕ್ಕೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಮೆಮೊರೈಸೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಲುಕ್ ಎಟ್ ದ ಎಂಟೈರ್ poem. Okay, then we all know that quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as a gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath. It is twice blessed. It blesseth him that gives and him that takes, and it is mightiest in the mightiest it becomes. Okay, the throne monarch better than his crown. His scepter shows the force of temporal power, the attribute to and majesty, wherein doth sit the dead and fear of kings. But mercy is about his sceptered sway, and it is enthroned in the heart of kings. It is an attribute to God Himself, and earthly power doth then show likest gods when mercy seasons justice. So this is the complete poem, The Quality of Mercy. Dear students, you can memorize this poem and get ready for the exams. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಇದುವರೆಗೂ there is a girl by the tracks, all the possible ways of asking the questions, 2 marks, grammar, extracts, ಮತ್ತು ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಮರ್ಸಿ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ in detail I have given you. I hope that I tried my best to give you the complete solutions. If you like the video, please subscribe, like, comment and share the video with your friends. Till then, take care. Thank you.